I want this to be the best trading video you will run into, and I want to focus on the thing you should be learning the most when it comes to learning trading, and that is the fundamentals. You should ignore everything else when it comes, if you were just learning to trade, you should be focusing on the fundamentals, which is support and resistance and price action. And that's what I teach inside my members area, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So by price action, what I mean, and nobody really covers what price action exactly is. It's what the candlesticks are saying. What's the story of these candlesticks? What is the price doing as it's moving through here? That's what we're watching for. And that is key because that tells you when to get into a trade and also when to get out of a trade. A lot of people are watching videos on when they should enter a trade. But the bigger picture is, when are you going to exit? When are you going to exit a trade? And you need to know the fundamentals of price action and the candlesticks. Each candlestick is telling a story. As you can see here, after there's a big candlestick, usually there's more momentum behind those candlesticks, right? Or we're even in reverse, like right here, right? We have some big candlesticks and it continues further. And then the price action, again, as it exhausts itself, as there's distance with trades, right? You're looking for reversals, right? As the candlesticks are getting smaller, the price action is telling you things are smaller. You're starting to see some dojis. You know that it's going to reverse, and so on and so forth. We got some green candles here, some bigger price action. It's reclaiming this EMA line, right? It's reclaiming the VWAP, which the VWAP, these are really the only indicators I use, and they're only indicators you're going to need, right? Do not overcomplicate trading. Trading does not have to be complicated. And you're going to watch these other guys with RSIs, Fibonacci's, all that nonsense. You do not need it. You need to know price action, and you need to know support resistance. And we're going to cover both of those. So again, price action with these candlesticks. Candlesticks, basically with the wicks, they're telling you the direction that, the buyers and sellers. Green is buyers, reds are sellers. And it's, again, telling the story of how it's getting pushed, how it's getting pushed along. The price action is getting pushed along. You see these big wicks here. It's telling you that the price is starting to get pushed and it's going to reverse shortly, right? And it comes down here, washes out down to this VWAP. And the VWAP is a great indicator to have. It's one of the few indicators I use. It's called the volume weighted average price. It's what big institutions use. Put it on your charts because you will often see that all these stocks react to the VWAP. It comes down into the VWAP, and sure enough, there's a reaction here. And it continues up. Okay, and you can see these doji. And anytime you see a doji in terms of price action, oftentimes there's a reversal shortly after. It bounces and continues up. Okay. Now, when it comes to support and resistance, we'll draw some support line. As you can see, there's some consolidation here in the price action. You see that there's a lot of support in this zone. We're going to put, we'll just put it in here. You can see in this area, there is nice support for the stock. You can see here that there is some resistance. We'll make it red here on this stock, a resistance area. If you were trading for this day, right? If you were trading in here, we'll go in here. You can see that it chops around in this support and area resistance this whole time, right? You can look at it as a floor and as a ceiling, support and resistance. And you look at different time frames as well. Look at it, just chops. I'm just zooming out. It continues to chop in those levels. Look at that. Chops around that support and resistance area. And you can see the reactions all the time. If I was trading on this day, for example, and you can look here, floors and ceilings, support and resistance. It gets resistance anytime it comes up to this level and rejects. And it comes back down into this level. And what does it do? It bounces off the floor. Okay, support and resistance. And you're watching the candles, the story that it's telling, washes out. Candles starting to get smaller, turns up. And now you're watching. You would not take a trade in here. You're watching the price action. It comes finally through this ceiling. When we finally break through resistance, or the other way in terms of support, it now flips. As soon as it came through here, this resistance level, resistance now becomes support, okay? And you can see it does that. It finally breaks through that, and look at that. It continues further on. It finally broke through this ceiling, and now this ceiling becomes support. I would imagine if it ever came down through, it would come back in this range again. And look, sure enough, it does. It comes down here and slows. When it finally sells off, it looks like there was a big sell-off day. It come down. It was right through here. It's weak. It was in this channel again. Look, it goes back through again. Comes back, retests again. Look at that. This resistance level now became a support level. Trading really is support and resistance. So now that we've talked about price action and support and resistance, now what? What do you do? My advice to you is to now go and look at and focus on one stock, particularly the SPY. Do not trade penny stocks. They're too volatile. Trade options. I'll go over options trading in another video. But trade options, they give you more leverage. And also focus on one stock, and that is the SPY, the S&P 500. Options allow you to buy the SPY with just, you don't need a lot of money to do that. And study the SPY for the past 30 days. Go back and back test. Do some paper trading. Do not get into trading right away with your money. Go back, study the charts, and study the charts some more. After you've done the SPY, look at other top stocks, Facebook, Twitter, all of those top tech stocks, Apple. Look at those, look at the price action, look at support and resistance, and practice your trading. Once you have practiced trading for 30 days, paper trading, and you are profitable, then you can start trading. But only start day trading with a little bit of, with a portion of the money you have. If you have $10,000, you should not go all in with your $10,000. Otherwise, you risk blowing up your account. Almost every trader has blown up their account. Only start with $1,000, okay? And start small. Get used to executing your orders with the emotions that are involved in it. Start small. Again, focus on the fundamentals of support and resistance, and focus on price action. And you will see, again, just those things alone will make you a good trader. Trading does not have to be complicated. Focus on the fundamentals. If you want to learn to trade like I trade, and I focus on the fundamentals, I teach you to fish. I teach you how to trade. I'm not like those other members areas where you're trying to follow along with what they do. I teach you how to trade so that you can go on and become a self-sustainable trader on your own, right? If you want to learn to trade, you can click on the link below. Check out some of my other videos where you're going to see support and resistance at play and price action at play. And again, I look forward to seeing you in those other videos, and I look forward to seeing you in my members area. And I'll see you in the next video. Give me a like, subscribe, see you in the next videos.